It's Einhander, a wonderful side-scrolling shooter developed by Square, released on November the 20th, 1997 in Japan for the classic PlayStation. This, right here, in my opinion, is possibly the best shooter for the console that also demonstrates what the original gray box could actually do graphically. The story is simple. A human colony on the moon is at war with the humans on Earth, and you pilot a ship from the moon colony to both do battle with the Earth and to learn about their military secrets. The ship in question is called the Einhander, which in German means one-hander. A ship that, apart from its own onboard weapon, can steal weapons, here called gun pods, from certain enemy ships. Once stealing the gun pod, it can mount the weapons on top of itself and move the weapon with its arm to the bottom, which has surprising strategic importance, especially later on in the game. Upon taking on two weapons, the ship will mount one weapon on the top and one on the bottom, which again are interchangeable and sometimes yield in different results. The weapons available are a treat, and you have everything from Gatling guns, which sound amazing by the way, here called the Vulcan, homing missiles, laser-based weapons, and even a plasma sword much like a lightsaber. And yes, your Einhands can carry it all so coolly. All in all, this has you fighting in everything from a futuristic metropolis to underground tunnels, barren wastelands, and more. Now, some of you who know Square Enix may be thinking, hey, don't they usually do RPGs? Well, yeah, but in this case they decided to make a shooter. And what's more, the team behind the now classic Final Fantasy VII took some of the tricks they learned on that and in terms of graphics applied to this game, and boy does it show. The lighting in particular is quite good for the time, and now that I fired up this console once more with this game inside it, I gotta say I'm still impressed. If light, location, and music set the mood, Einhander sure as heck does a good job, because this feels like something right out of a sci-fi classic that could work in, say, the Blade Runner universe. Check out this part where I'm blowing away neon signs while flying through the city. It's awesome! I'm also a huge fan of the details like the explosions, destructible environments, and the fact that occasionally the camera perspective changes. Like when I'm flying by this armored train right here, check that out, or flying down this dimly lit tunnel here. Another thing to note when it comes to detail are the mid-level and final level bosses. They're really cool, really detailed, my personal favorite being this police spot here with the two dual-wielding handguns. I mean, look at that, it's so damn cool. I mean, I'd see that in any anime and I'd be like, whoa, that is really awesome. They should make figurines out of this stuff. Finally, something I gotta dive deeper into is the music by Kenichiro Fukui, who really does an amazing job with the use of techno, breakbeats, and even opera samples. It's very dark and foreboding, and again brings so much to the table. The soundtrack was made available in Japan and is now considered somewhat of a collector's item, and I can understand. I mean, this really is a really great sci-fi soundtrack. Anyhow, if you have an original PlayStation or you want to start collecting for that console, Einhander is a great find and should most definitely be in your collection. It's not always an easy game to find, and it's kind of expensive every now and again, but if you look hard enough, you can find an occasional good deal. The game is available on PS1, and there are slight gameplay differences between the American and Japanese versions. The Japanese version has an extra free play mode, which allows you to just have endless continues, while the American version has the arm of the Einhander move a little quicker, and the weapons are in slightly different places. Now, there is also a PSN version, but, you know, it's not an HD upscale, so it is what it is. That brings me to the point, this game would actually look really good in HD. Someone should do a remix of this somehow. You know, I think it'd be really interesting. Anyhow, that's it for me, and I'll see you next time again on Retro Reload.